me no more. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. So Johnny Blaze and Chinese Kitty seem to be going at it, and it is a war of the 304s. And it's crazy how I'm not sure why they beefing. So Johnny Blaze has been in the news for going at Erica Banks. I don't know who the hell Erica Banks is. I guess Erica Banks is a rapper slash stripper. So they was beefing because Johnny Blaze did a one night only dance tour where she danced a few nights and whatnot because she used to dance. So I'm guessing as of now, she rap and trying to get sponsorships, and then she sees a few gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? She got some sponsors and whatnot, or basically she probably do PPM. These aren't guys who are ever going to say that they see Johnny Blaze or they get whatever, right? And that's what's going on. But I think I did save a video from the other day. Where is it? Well, I guess not. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just play this real quick. So Johnny Blaze did get online and say that she would beat up Erica Banks and Chinese Kitty. Okay, so this is the war of the 304s right here, right? So this is from Chinese Kitty. So this is basically, he said, "Glad you unblocked me, you fucking fat ugly bitch." God damn. So this is really one long, one-sided conversation where Chinese Kitty has been DMing back to back to back. So one thing I'm gonna say is this, and I am smoking a hand rolled cigarette. My family is a family from Ecuador, and they do hand rolled cigarettes and whatnot. That's why I look like that. Okay, so that's a hand rolled cigarette. But anyway, so at one point she says talking about 3K for pussy. Ho, you wish. Don't project what you don't even see in a month. Did you forget who you was? This is a one long sided conversation. So this is really interesting. So for the most part, these women kind of admit to being women who are entertainers slash sex workers. Very entertaining because neither Johnny Blaze or Chinese Kitty are particularly successful at music, but they happen to make music. And we are in the age of multiple hustles where no one is one thing. People are so multifaceted. And don't get me wrong, to Johnny Blaze credit, she is very talented. Only thing with Johnny Blaze is I've never heard a record from her that was promoted and really got big. Every time I hear Johnny Blaze, it's always some very good vocals. She's very, extremely talented, right? And we can't say that enough. And also fine. She fine. Well, I love me some Johnny Blaze, nigga. Oh God, dog. You know what I'm saying? And listen, shout out to the Saint patron, Saint Keisha, Saint Pick Me Keisha. She's praying for all y'all. If you see her in the background, shout out to her. Make sure you give her a head nod. She's praying for y'all right now. But anyway, so but the part where Chinese Kitty says 3K for pussy you wish. So what she's talking about is pay per meet PPM. Right? Meaning that every time she sees one of her people, one of her guys, she gets 3,000. Now for a girl who's famous, don't get me wrong, 3,000 is a little bit high, right? And in so many words, Giant Blaze is going to admit to the fact that she does pay per meet. So but a lot of these girls do it. Again, you won't really know about it because it's not a publicized thing. And this is why a lot of guys, you need to be getting your money together. If you want to do well, don't get me wrong, it's not for every guy. Every guy's not going to be able to afford this. But let me tell you something. If you want to be a dater, if you want to date women, you want to be around women and whatnot, even if she ain't that attractive, you need to have if you want to have a good relationship, right? On average, every month, so let's all together, you need to have between 6,000. So 12 times 5 will be 6,000. You know what I'm saying? 12 times 1,000 will be 12,000. You need to have between $6,000 and $12,000 extra a year to afford that woman because she is a bill. And she's going to need things. She's going to, at the very least, she's going to need you to fix a bond here and there. Shout out to Coach, right? She's going to need you to pay for something here and there, pay a bill here and there, right? So boom, 200 there, 300 there. If y'all go out twice in a month, boom, you're going to spend $600, $700 on her. You pay for her nails to get done, right? Or maybe you just gave her $100 just because, right? And in grown man relationships, these things go on. When you got a little bit of money, these things go on. Now, it might not be exactly 5. I know 5 sound pretty high for the average guy because we're going to talk about realistic figures for everyday people. That's why I said $500 to $1,000, right? Now, it's not a lot of money. I'm not saying you're gonna be able to get the baddest chicks in the world, but you'll be able to buy some submission. I'm beginning to get everything costs money. Even my homeboy, I told him one time, I said, man, you're such a well dressed guy. And when people see you dress well, it says so many things about you. When people see that you're well groomed, they make so many assumptions about you, and they automatically treat you with way more respect. When you don't stink, they treat you with way more respect. But in order for you to get that, there was a toll to be paid. And over here on Six Paths TV, we talk about also recognizing the price of things and whether or not you have the money to pay the toll for what you want. Always pay the toll, and the Lannister always pays their debts. That way, it's nothing to ever worry about. All right? There's nobody coming for you. There's no damage. All right? No hassle, no grief. Okay? Gotta get up. You know what I'm saying?
Get up and get out of them relationships. Like, why are you here, bro?
So after this, you're going to hear Jhonni Blaze actually address what she talking about. Check it out. I'm getting tired. Said, fuck you, scumbag bitch. The next time you post about me, I will post you with a fake dick in your mouth, you ugly bitch. I guess you talking about some AI. He said, SMD hoe, and I fight too, sucking dick ass hoe. All the energy you got for me, I got for you, you too, you dusty bitch. I guess I'm assuming she meant, okay, I'm sorry, she didn't say dusty bitch, but you get where she going. Did you forget you was getting told to get an abortion by a dusty nigga? Or did you catch amnesia because they hate? All right, so she jumped on there. Oh, that's my baby right there. Hey, baby. How you doing? It's gracious, great balls of fire.
Could you keep on fucking writing me and I refuse to open it up as fucking Gemini Elite? You got 3.6 million followers and there's no, it doesn't add up of the comments being 200 comments. Stop it. I know the person that you paid to get them followers to look like that, bitch. I know the person that you pay at Spotify to get your streams to look like they're fucking popping. I know the nigga that you and your mama tend to jerk off his dick at.
So, in case you don't know, most of the time, right, women's first pimp is always the mom. So apparently now we have established that all three of these women are doing some kind of sex work. This shout out to the Spectrum and shout out to Coach Greg, right? And a lot of y'all not hip to it. You don't know what's going on. You're still just behind, right? And even when it comes to time and time spent, like you don't know what's going on. What she's doing, what Jhonni's doing is really exposing. She's exposing the industry that they're both in, the game that they're both in. So she knows all the ins and outs. They both have the same struggle. Okay, where they're trying to keep their head above water, right? Stay looking good, you know what I mean, and maintain a few guys to funny lifestyle. Because best believe both of them, their business is men. They like to rap. Again, I could be wrong. It could be. Maybe Jhonni is getting the bag off rapping and singing, but I know she's not getting. Like I said before, very talented, but they primary hustle. It's man, their primary hustle is that pay per me. And Jhonni Blaze is going to drop a really big bomb on, how can I say, the fact that both of them, despite being famous, despite being artists, both of them are sugar babies. And she's going to talk about how that works, right? What it entails. And it's what I'm going to say to any woman who's at home watching people make this level up content and watching people try to convince you that there are men. Don't get me wrong, men depending on who they are in the situation, yeah, they may come up off a few dollars, right? I never forget watching. I forget what it was. I think it was True Life. I'm a Sugar Baby, right? And the guy was applying pressure on the girl, and she was really. And again, you really had. And mind you, it might have just been some bullshit, right? But these women wanted you to think that they were just meeting these guys and not doing anything with them, and maybe that was for the sake of the camera. But one girl in particular had a guy get pressed. I remember him saying, he said to her over the phone, listen, dog, you're going to have to turn up the heat. Now, mind you, that was at a different time. That was at a time where men wouldn't mind kind of kicking it with you a little bit. Even if they was a sugar daddy, it was this rich guy, this big old house, and they went to his house and everything, right? And, you know, they're talking, and he's talking about supporting her with the music and everything. And, like, she's really, her conundrum is, yeah, so I want her to fund my music career, but I don't want to have to fuck him. Fam, that's not fair. That's not how this goes. The reality is this: if you want to be the kind of woman who can get money from a man, right, you have to find a way to make having sex with you worth some money. That's just what it is, right? But this is what goes on, and a lot of you guys are not hip to it. So I showed you the video earlier with the girl from Love After Lockup, because like, yo, this is what Coach be talking about with the spectrum. These people have lives and relationships. You seeing the other side of who the other side of the hoe. You know what I'm saying? Because these are all hoes. You know what I'm saying? This is all some 3 or 4 shit, right? These are some stone cold hoes. All right. I ain't gonna lie. Johnny Blaze, you listen, Johnny Blaze. I risk it all for Johnny. Nigga, she'll have me like old boy from Love After Lockup. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to figure out like, oh damn, well, you know what? I knew what I was getting myself into. Love me some Johnny Blaze. But anyway, so Johnny Blaze is talking about the truth of the matter. If you are a girl who is paid to have sex on any kind of level, the guy's not paying you for missionary. He's paying you to do all types of things, right? And what will happen a lot of times is like, no, mother daughter, no, that's doable. Because a lot of times, if the girl is into hoeing, her mother's a hoe too. All right, but hoes always kind of flock together. You know what I'm saying?
The same fucking time.
Not her doing the jerk motion with both her hands. It's crazy. And another thing too is, if you don't know, Johnny Blaze has a crazy history of violence. She has the wildest history ever. Johnny Blaze has a very, very whack porno out there from like years ago. She had a Vlad interview, you know what I'm saying, that got taken down when she lied about Drake making her get an abortion. I remember that shit. That was a huge controversy. Then last year, well, the end of 2024, a voice note from Drake leaked because Ghetto Barbie stole Johnny Blaze's phone and started putting her DMs out. It was freaking crazy. But anywho. But she's exposing the other side of the lifestyle, which is like, yo, fam, to get that money, you gotta do some unsavory shit. And listen, I'm not hating, because we need hoes, right? But the thing is, a lot of women, because and coaches talk about this too, about the experience that women are gonna have. A lot of women are gonna try to get into this lifestyle to find out that you're not built to really hoe. Because the thing is that they have to separate themselves from the actual act, and not only that, you now are running kind of a business, so you have to know how to give it to him how he wants. Not only that, yo, he may be someone, again, like Johnny Blaze about to say, he may be somebody who wants to, you know, take a dump on you. You know what I'm saying? I respect your hairline,
because I always respected your hairline on television.
I'm not judging, you feel me? I'm not judging, you feel me? Come on, go ahead.
On a secret fucking page to get your fucking bands. I also know that all the shit that you be buying is because that you use your name and you get discounts through somebody else. Bitch, I also know that you get shitted on for money. Of course you're gonna probably make a little bit more money than me, but they said that they be charging maybe $20,000 to fucking get shitted on. Me personally, I could throw my ass back and not fuck nobody on OnlyFans for a month and fucking get that. You got it. But the fact that you think that you could beat me is fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
So there's that. I saw this clip the other day. I was just like, yo, what is going on? Everyone needs to cool out, man. Let me see if I can find the video from Erica Banks. Erica Banks. Johnny Blaze. Let's see what we got. All right, so this is Erica Banks addressing John. Now, I think I heard this name before.
Powderhead Blaze, you big silverback bitch. Yeah, come on in here. So I DM'd you the other day, woman to woman. I told you that I thought it was weird that you just woke up and decided to do a strip club tour entitled it One Night Only, as I literally did when I did my strip club tour in the summertime. Went to all the clubs, made it a thing. So when I'm telling you, damn, bitch, like you just gonna run off with my whole shit, the whole name, everything, not credit me, not nothing. You talking about some Eric called me. Bitch, ain't no motherfucking Eric called you. Let's be very fucking serious. Area 29 in Houston is not hurting for no damn Johnny Blaze. Then you blocked me. Bitch, you blocked me because the shit is weird and you just not a stand-up bitch and you're not real enough to say that it's weird. I hate when a stupid bitch want to act innocent like she don't know what's going on. I wasn't even on that. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Yes, your stupid ass was, bitch. That's why your first instinct was to block me. And then you want to get on Instagram every day trying to act like you just holier than thou with that bullshit ass singing. Don't nobody want to motherfucking hear that shit. Low down, dirty ass bitch. I hated your
Body. If you love me, let me get your body. I want your body.
Sorry, Erica. Go ahead.
Somebody club with that bullshit. That's why I don't do the whole girl shit. We just be every day. But then it's like your actions is showing otherwise. Raggedy ass bitch. Again, I came to you and I was like, damn, you just gonna run off with my whole shit, huh? Strip club tour, tag a strip club, one night only. And then when I bring it up, you try to act like this man called Johnny Blaze to the club. Bitch, ain't nobody even checking for you like that. Like, Johnny Blaze, be for real. Like, you're always doing some weird shit with somebody. That's why your big silverback ass can't keep no motherfucking friends. But girl, I don't mean it. I just feel like as a real bitch, I would think that you had the decency to goddamn just say something to a bitch. It would be different if bitches was just doing strip club tours. Bitches not just doing it. So I just feel like that's weird. Like, what the fuck? And don't come under my post with all that. You an artist. Why you worried about stripper shit if you an artist? Why you worried about a strip club tour if you an artist? Because I'm a realist, too. I'm a realist first. And when I see some weird shit or some bullshit, I'm going to call it out. Have a nice day. Powder head Blaze. You big silverback bitch. Yeah.
Why they both call her big? Johnny Blaze is not big, bro. This is Johnny. You know what? Maybe I don't know. Johnny Blaze is short. She's not even like a big person. She can call her silverback. Yo, whenever women don't like you, yo, they will call you all manners of names. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize that she has all these posts on her actual profile. Fine ass. Goodness gracious. Mercy. All right, hold on. So this is her going at Chinese Kitty, I think.
So as far as I'm concerned, you've only dealt with rich niggas. Like, as far as I know, that's just all that we know and the world knows. When did you know broke niggas wasn't for you?
Let me go look at Giant. That's not how Chinese Kitty booty look. Let me see. I don't be following people like this. So this is Chinese Kitty, right? And this is you know what? This is what she mean by the poop. Okay, whenever you see bad bitches in burkas, whenever you see bad bitches like covered up and whatnot, fam, listen, some nasty shit going on. Someone is getting pooped on. Someone's getting pooped on. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And this is interesting. This is interesting because don't get me wrong. This kind of probably has always been going on. But it wasn't maybe presented the same way, but this has always kind of been going on where models, artists, and whatnot have always had men who who take care of them, right? And it's kind of the same thing. Whether they give them money every time they see them, they give an allowance, but there's always been women who have exchanged their company. You know what I'm saying? For how can I say? Who have exchanged their company for money? All right. What's going on here? Okay, y'all keep streaming my music and purchasing your last. Okay, all right. I thought this was more for the beef. So yeah, so that's that. I wanted to cover that. I saw this morning. I said, what is going on here? Why are the 304s beefing? All right, man. Let's see if we got anything else, man. I mean, I was tired before, but let's see if we can cover. Cause I be saving things on my Instagram. I'll never talk about it. And I don't know, listen, cause you know what it is. I don't know. It's like I feel like graphic wise, I don't really like how it looks when I'm doing shorts and whatnot. If I use this, right? But but before we go Chinese Kitty, right? Matter of fact, here's 2 quick videos. You know what I'm saying, on lifestyle. Check it out.
I'm a single mom. I don't get no type of help. I've been doing this for years. I sat there and made my own name off myself. I didn't have to get it out. I didn't have to get it off somebody else. I got it out the mud. I went from a motherfucking stripper, okay? I went from a stripper at 17, okay, to a bartender, to a
Y'all hear that shit, nigga? She was in a strip club at 17. The strip club is crazy. But you know what it is, though? When people talk like this, when people get into this whole like age appropriate thing, right? At the end of the day, one of the reasons why the R. Kelly case was a turning point was because after that, that's when it became like an ongoing joke or just a precaution or a thought for men to make sure and verify how old is this girl before you get involved with it. Because like, yo, there's a fine line between 16 and 18. Now 18 is legal. That's the legal age, whether you like it or not. When that person's 18, that person has rights. Okay, they can see who they want to see. I'm not saying I'm going to date an 18-year-old. Of course not. But I've noticed that a lot of men, and one of the reasons why men are very squeamish about the whole age gap thing, and when you start getting around that age and whatnot. So the way that I'm gonna give you some game for you older niggas out there, when women are that young and whatnot, no, it's not gonna be your girlfriend. Of course, you want to make you a girlfriend. I don't think you want to make you your girlfriend, right? But when you start thinking of women and thinking of having relationships where you think more of like, all right, I just want to spend a little bit of time, or as Coach would say, get a little access, right? It's different. Like me, no, I would never date no 18-year-old. I would never, no, right? But as far as an arrangement, as far as uh come to drop it off, something a little bit different. Now, me personally, it don't gotta be 18. I'm not shooting a porno. Not really. It was like, sure, don't gotta be 18 or nothing like that. I mean, I ain't saying that. But anyway, we're moving forward, right? We're going to the whole age thing. People really sleep on. There's a reason why that R. Kelly case was a big turning point and whatnot. Because you heard what she said. She's not that old. She's not like 60 years old saying she was in the club at 17. No, she didn't say I went to visit a club. She was in the strip club taking her clothes off. And another thing too is, you don't go to the strip club just to dance. No, the dancing is to sell the guys basically to upsell them for sex. The idea is for them to be able to fuck 5 to 10 guys maybe that night, and that's how they would make their money. That's how they would make that $1,000 to $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, boom, $100 to fuck for 10 minutes and everything. All right, he done. All right, boom, we get another one. I mean, I don't know how much it would take, but I'm sure that it's expensive. Right, but that's the whole hustle. So that also meant that she was in there turning tricks at 17. That's another thing too. Women don't start sex work at promptly at 20 years old. Women who do sex work, a lot of times you start at 16. You start at 16, 17. Right. So there you go. So I'm saying that just because a lot of people are very ignorant about the nuances between someone's personal choice and them actually being the victim. Like when I first was having sex at 14 years old, I didn't misunderstand the severity of what I was doing. I knew what the fuck I was doing. Even when I was older and I was not really dating, but dealing with older women, I still know I probably shouldn't do that. It wasn't a good idea and everything, but I knew what I was doing. I mean, you know what sex is. It's not like you're not in a situation where you feel like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. And people may also make the argument of you're not equipped to consent. That's why they have an age of consent. And I'm saying it because these are laws. People, and we get to where certain conversations are so emotional that we don't base the conversation as what is the rule, what is the law first, right? But anywho, so this is her telling her story, and I don't know, it's really interesting because the way she's talking, the way she is, this whole lifestyle is you realize that a lot of people who maybe people you may see on a dating app, people that you may know in your regular life, now their profile won't necessarily look like hers because that would take money, right? But everything she's talking about, her whole demeanor, it's interesting now how it doesn't really stand out as much. Because you see this archetype and you see this representation everywhere on panels, on social media, and your regular life. You hear, things that you would hear her say, you hear the average woman saying now.
Rapper to TV to a rapper. How do you beat the odds? Let's really talk about it. I don't pop my shit ever. I went from a motherfucking stripper at Sue's, go check my stats, Sue's Rendezvous, to a bartender at Aces to Starlets. Starlets to Aces, to a fucking TV person, to a fucking rapper. And I'm still in this. And the hoes be mad. Y'all mad.
Chinese kitty.
So this is a little TJ from like 5 years ago, right? So this is like from a long time ago. I don't know who this is. I guess this is a rapper, right? So what he getting ready to say, right? speaks to the other side of the game. What really be going on with these as Uncle D call them pause, lovely ladies. Yo, check him out, yo.
Why do you want clout? Why are you clout chasing? Why don't you tell the world how I fucked you on the bed with your son in the room? Fuck you talking about? Why don't you tell the world that? Fuck you talking about? Stop playing with me. Chinese.
God dog. God dog. Nasty work, King. I ain't gonna hold you. Nasty work. I got anything else here? All right, man. You know what? We gonna have to get to it tomorrow because we snowed in tomorrow too. So I'm not gonna work tomorrow. It's just because my son's school gonna be closed and that's gonna be that. So anywho, yeah, man. So that's what we got going on. So y'all heard that, and yeah, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Love y'all. Peace.